Hello friends, well we're back again, trying out our new technology. Okay, so yesterday we did a read on Samurai Wallet, and it brought up some topics that I think we'll cover today. They were part of what was in my little jar. But Bitcoin has a history of being used for nefarious purposes, or at least that's the rumor. And BTC was baby trading coin. That's what I heard. That's why I never got involved initially. So is that just bad press that they're throwing out there and they're just trying to make people stay away from it? Is that a strategy? Or is there some real nefarious things going on that you can manipulate Bitcoin in such a way that you can protect criminals from being identified? That's what one of the big things about this Samurai Wallet was, taking criminals, known criminals, and mixing their Bitcoin so that they have anonymous money. Isn't that what cash is? Anonymous money? So, I don't know. It doesn't seem logical to use Bitcoin when you can use cash, but hey, maybe there's reasons for that. And this is a long time ago when Bitcoin was a couple dollars a coin. So anyway, I think we should just look at what the cards have to say about this topic, because it's a big topic. We talked about it with Trump. That's his main mission, is to cut out the trafficking. So let's see where we're going to go with this reading and get some answers. Also, like I said, I have the access to the book now for the oracle cards, so I'll be able to read some of that too. Anyway, it's a nice day. It's a little chilly. It's still in spring, starting to have to water things, so that's fun. The world is coming alive. I hear online that everybody's talking about this Samurai Wallet. So this is a good education. Everybody's getting ready for the class, which will be the court case, and they better make it public. Anyway, so this is Bitcoin and essentially human trafficking. I am ambitious and motivated. Yeah, well, criminals are ambitious and motivated. So I don't know what that means, but that's the card. So we'll see. Okay, well, and I've been talking about this, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, I think there's all kinds of levels of trafficking. It's not just a one thing and it's a simple crime. I think there's all kinds of levels of it. To subtle and unnoticeable and unrecognizable, to major stuff like kids in trunks of cars. Anyway, how are they showing up with the oracle card? Ascension. Ascension. Well, that's an interesting card to get when we're talking about this, because maybe we got to get rid of that in order to ascend as a society. So, wow, that's like a big prophetic. Let's see what they have to say about ascension. Well, it's number 24. Ascension. Some of those following a spiritual path have ascension as the ultimate goal. However, ascension, portrayed in art and literature as a great leap into instant nirvana, is actually a giant work of, well, art and fiction. Rather, ascension is the process of conscious living. We are all spiritual beings. We are all souls in a human body who are living life on this earth in order to learn and grow at the soul's level. That is being spiritual. Whether you are conscious of it or not, you are walking toward ascension. Each experience, relationship, obstacle, joy, and creation will bring you one step closer on the ladder to where we all end. with a greater awareness of ourselves than we started out with. This situation, at its best, is a rung on the ladder of your soul's path towards ascension. The situation you are inquiring about is assisting you on this ladder. Work the bigger picture and know you are bigger than any issues or problems you may have. Well, that really added to the reading. I'm so glad that we did that. So, yeah, I think, facing fears, facing the ugliness, facing factual things that you just don't want to look at. I think that's the thing. It's such a big taboo subject. Nobody talks about it. The criminals don't want to talk about it because they're involved, and the other people don't want to talk about it because it is so horrendous and so counter anything that a human would truly do, that I think we're talking about non-humans, although there are a lot of humans that have been turned. There was a movie, I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but it was about these predators and how they shine. That's what it was. The movie was called Shine. And it was about these predators that prey on mostly children that just have exceptional light and stand out as being exceptional. And they predate on these children. And what was my point? Oh, at one point they turn one of the people and they say, am I human anymore? And they say, do you care? And, that kind of rolls around in my head a lot. Are you human anymore? Do you care if you're human anymore? I think that's where these people kind of dance the line. Are they human anymore if they're doing those abhorrent things? Anyway, a personal issue reaches resolution. A personal issue reaches resolution. So, yeah. Full moon in Cancer. Well, isn't that something? Oh, full moon in Cancer. One more. Come on, don't be cagey. Okay. Oh, that's Aries. Oh. There it is. No. Come on, I know you're here. I know you're here. There it is. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. Yeah, I'll say. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up, nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests that both a domestic matter or a private issue will come to a head, and that's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. It may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy. Stop sulking. Have you had enough family time lately? The teaching is the heightened emotions of the Moon-Cancer combination can't be ignored. However, Cancer is one of the Moon's 2 home signs along with Taurus. So, astrologically speaking, the Moon loves to be in this sign. In fact, she rules Cancer. This means that with this card, there's a sense that all is as it should be, or don't worry, it all soon will be well. Well, if we are dealing with that topic, and if we are using monies to remain anonymous, I think that's going to come to a head in this new court case. and that we're going to really see some of the things that humans do, and the fact that they were using funding from Bitcoin to do it. Were they? Or were they going to just do it anyway? That's the people, that's the problem, it's not the money. It seems like that. And I heard rumors long, long ago about how, and I've brought this up before, how there's going to be a money system that's going to be able to understand your motivations, and it's going to understand the things that you want to do that aren't great for humanity, and it's not going to allow you to do that. And I think because humans will own the Bitcoin, humans will make those moral and ethical decisions, and so consequently things won't be available because humans will not agree to go along with it anymore. But we got to know about it in order to say no. So we need to know about it, and maybe that's what this court case is also going to bring up. It's going to bring up the ledger, but it's going to bring up nefarious activities. Okay, so anyway, human trafficking and Bitcoin, and how's that showing up for us today? The Magician. Wow, just like Paraguay. Yeah, well, there's a lot of illusion, and there's a lot of black magic, and there's a lot of sacrifices, and there's a lot of crap. So Magician kind of makes sense for that, in that, there's a lot of creative energy, shall we say, happening. And, it's money magic also. So it's interesting, major arcana showing up. So what's crossing the situation now? Secrets. So there are things above that we see, but there are secrets. First of all, there's our magician. Magician. And here's what's crossing them. The Four of Swords. So secrets, things that are unknown, things that are untold, things that are going on under the surface that we don't know. Secrets. And let's see, where are we coming from? A place of success and sovereignty and stability. So I think that's where we started. That's the human population naturally. What's the best case scenario? Where are we hoping to go? Queen of Swords. So we're hoping to go to the truth. We're hoping to be able to find out the truth and enact appropriate measures to prevent these crimes and other nefarious activity from happening again, from them being able to use Bitcoin to remain anonymous. Although I don't know until we see this case. I don't know if that's truly the case, because if they're using the ledger and they're moving Bitcoin around, you should be able to follow it. Even if it's changed into something else, you should be able to follow the new stuff, because the new stuff's on the ledger. So if they switch it out, it has to show up as the switched out stuff, and we know where that came from. So it may still be that the ledger will show us the things that we need to know, and it'll clear up this crime, and it'll elucidate all the things that Bitcoin can do that other monies can't. I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping that this is the solution to trafficking. I think we saw that in the Trump read, if you want to go back and look at the Trump read. Anyway, where are we going? A lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. We have to, dot our I's and cross our T's. We have to put in the effort. Seven of Pentacles is about money, working, but it's also, I want to say it's about, keeping track of the details, work, putting in the effort. So that could be, you know, we're coming from a place of sovereignty and security and success, and we're making sure that we keep the details straight. What are the tools that we have? Oh, the lover's upside down. So the lovers is usually business dealings, but it's upside down. So not coming together for business and not. So it may be that Bitcoin is just being Bitcoin, and the activities of these players, these nefarious players, that's going to be made public, but I don't know that it's going to be Bitcoin that's to blame for their activities. I think they're trying to blame innocent people for the activities of criminals. They're trying to blame the Samurai wallet, and it's really what they should be blaming is the criminals and not Samurai Wallet. Although if they assisted the criminals in the court case, it'll come out and then we'll see. But you know, these people are going to do bad things, and they're going to use whatever way they can manage to accomplish that, you know. They're not going to let monies stand in the way. They're not going to let anything stand in the way. We should be going after the criminals. And maybe they think they are going after the criminals, but it seems like they're going after the structure of Samurai Wallet instead of the actual criminals. It seems like there's a little bit of a disconnect there. Alright, anyway, how does the human trafficking situation see itself in terms of Bitcoin? The Queen of Cups, so mothering energy, gentle, bringing in of, you know, the family, and protecting and holding safe and being very mothering, sometimes over mothering, but mostly just being welcoming and a place to be. I don't know that Bitcoin, like I said, is guilty of anything. Bitcoin was being Bitcoin and humans were being humans, and I think you got to worry about the humans and not the Bitcoin, because humans are going to do what they're going to do if they are still human, and Bitcoin is just kind of an innocent party. So I think this court case with the wallet is really going to show us a lot. This is a big topic, and you know, again, it's humans that are the problem. It's not Bitcoin, it's humans. And I want to say, when we looked at our locations, a lot of this stuff, human trafficking and all this nefarious activity, goes away when Bitcoin comes in, because the people that hold the wealth are not the nefarious people. The people that hold the wealth are moral and ethical and human and compassionate, and they wouldn't do that to somebody else. So I guess there's that. Alright, the environment of which Bitcoin finds itself in terms of human trafficking. Page of Wands, so activity, I guess motivation. A daring soul, lover adventure, and an intrepid traveler, gathering of intelligence-focused passion. So I guess gathering of intelligence-focused passion, adventurous soul, faithful lover. So I want to say that Bitcoin finds itself as Bitcoin, which is all the good things about Bitcoin, and people are, you know, using it for nefarious purposes. You're not going to be able to change that. The commingling of the Bitcoin is just another level, but it's the activities that we have to stop. It's not the money. They're going to use anything that's a resource, and it's not the Bitcoin that's the problem, obviously. But is there a history? Yeah, because everything has a history of being tainted by um, nefarious actors. That's the problem, is they go around on this realm and everything that's good, they flip it upside down. And that's what they do. That's their job. They don't think about anything else. They don't care about anything else. They just want to flip everything upside down. And they have help. There's a very coordinated effort to do all that. That's why we're in the situation that we're in. And they know about it, and they are coordinated, and we don't know about it, and we are not. And they keep us confused and sad and emotionally disrupted so that we can't function and we can't come together and we can't solve the problems. That's what it's all about. Okay, anyway, hopes and fears. Yeah, moving away, being in the flow, but moving away, moving out of troubled waters. I think, like I said, Bitcoin is going to resolve a lot of these problems. It's not going to contribute to them, it's going to resolve them. And so consequently, I don't think Bitcoin is at fault here, and they're going to show that Bitcoin had nothing to do with this, and lousy people are going to be lousy people. And the outcome? Ace of Pentacles, good. So they're going to prove that Bitcoin is good money. I got to catch up here. They're going to prove that Bitcoin is good money, and we're all going to have a lot of wealth and safety and security, because Bitcoin is going to bring all that to the fore, to the people. It's going to deliver, but you got to make humans be better people, and that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing, because you got a lot of people that are acting as humans that aren't humans, and they're definitely in the mix influencing. You have to develop the sight to see the nefarious stuff that's out in public every day, that people walk past and it's criminal and they don't even notice. And yeah, once you see it, you can't unsee it. So anyway, that's the read so far. Let's see what our little Lenormand deck tells us. We'll see what our little Lenormand cards tell us. I want to say that I am ambitious and motivated. I think that's, it's almost speaking like Bitcoin is saying, I am ambitious and motivated to get rid of this garbage. I'm really motivated to stop this activity in its tracks and end this suffering. Snake, fish, and a woman. Well, I want to say that it's generally women and children that are trafficked, male children as well as female children. But I want to say that's that, and that's the trafficking, and this is, us being sovereign and safe and good. So let's see how we can pull these together. Oh, let's see. Deceptive, dangerous, trouble, lies. Deceptive, dangerous, trouble, lies. And those are the people that I'm talking about. And the fish, I think, are commerce, funding, money, wealth, and independence. And the woman is female, feminine, the person getting the reading. Well, human trafficking. So, what are we going to say about human trafficking? It's terrible, it's lies, it's deceitful, it has victims that are very real, very often feminine. And what is our 34? Commerce, funding, wealth. Yeah, well, it looks like it has been used for that. But again, I don't think it's Bitcoin that's a problem. It's not Bitcoin that's creating these situations. It's like, guns don't kill people. Money does. Wow, what did I just say? Guns don't kill people, people kill people. And Bitcoin is not a criminal enterprise, but criminals use everything they can as a resource to accomplish their goals. So it's not Bitcoin that's the problem, it's the humans that are the problem. Humans doing inhuman things to other humans. Anyway, let's move on and see what our animal is. I'm very curious to see what animal shows up. I'm thinking maybe something strength, healing, hopefulness. That's what I want. And we have the firefly. Maybe bringing light into a dark place. Firefly energy. Firefly. Bringing light into a dark place. Illuminating the night. Inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? Writes, creates, brainstorms. I feel like this firefly is 1,000, little lights and things. I feel like these are the people that are being trafficked. I feel like they are so brilliant and they shine so brightly, like that movie Shine. And they can't help being wonderful, and we need to protect people like that because they're important for our society, very important for our progress and our moving forward in our society in general. These humans have been given to us as a gift, and they show up in all places and all sizes, and they are shining examples of humanity, shining examples, and we need to come together and protect them, not to be jealous of them and not to exploit them. These are people that have rare gifts that we can use to bring humanity forward, and they're being taken out on purpose because that's another way to flip humanity. If there aren't any of these stars, humanity just falls into mediocrity and falls by the wayside. We have to encourage everyone's star quality and everyone's illumination and brilliance. And we're not doing that right now. Schools are not doing that. And there are predators about that are taking out the golden children in our society, and so that's the biggest loss, is the loss of all that fabulous, shining human potential. And it's not about Bitcoin, it's about fixing the problem we have with how we treat other people. We really, really have to look at our behavior in terms of how we treat each other. This is a critical issue. Like I said, this sadomasochistic thought process that is so entrenched after thousands of years in our consciousness that it just needs to be eliminated. You don't treat people that way. We need to treat children appropriately and encourage them and nourish them and bring them forward to be spectacular humans, and we're not doing that either. So a lot of these people are taking themselves out because they just can't function in this dysfunctional world that is in existence at the moment. So there we go. I guess that was my treatise on human trafficking. I have some personal experience with that, so this is a tender subject for me. Anyway, so I guess like, share, subscribe, comment. If you have any ideas for shows, let me know, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.